only had a couple of training sessions with him, so Eastside may be a little bit out of sync offensively, but there's a lot of pride in the side, and I'm sure we're in for a very hard-fought game.
They both want to run in this match, Bill?
Well, that's been the tradition. They both want to run, but then they're incredibly patient, perhaps more patient than other teams we see around the league if they don't get the fast break. So if we don't see a fast break, we'll see a bit of offensive pattern making out there.
Okay, so it's Westside versus Eastside. The referees are Alan Godden and Eddie Crouch. We'll have basketball after the break. Centres moving into the circle for the opening tip-off of this game between Westside and Eastside. Referees Eddie Crouch and Alan Godden. Eddie Crouch with the ball, Daryl Martin and Ben Tower to go for this first opening tip-off.
Okay, fellas, all the best.
And I think Tower got a hand to it. First ball is off the hands of Peter Wayne, and Eastside will set up.
We're starting picking up right away in a man-to-man defense. They do like to change. They play a bit of zone. They'll play a bit of man-to-man.
Down inside, Uthoff. Inside, great pass to Lucas. First foul of the match. And it's a three-point play opportunity now for Darren Lucas. And a great pass in from Dean Uthoff, one of the best passing centres probably in the NBL.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. He probably is the best passing center in the NBL. He really does look. When he gets the ball, his first thought is where are open teammates.
So the three-point play made, and that's the opening score in the match.
Eastside also matching up in a man-to-man. Uthoff on Martin, obviously they're worried about him trying to chase around Bruce Bolden the outside. Benny Lewis.
Nice base side move for the professor. He opens scoring for the Saints. Eastside now, quickly into offense. Starting fives as we thought. This is Kent Lockhart, who's into the Spectres lineup, replacing the injured American Arnie Duncan. Tower from the top of the key. Shot is missed. Rebound by Martin. Big pass. Tower knocks the ball down neatly at the other end to Larkins, and Eastside set off again. Larkins penetrates. Shot is in. So one of the smallest players on the court finds some space in the key.
Real heads-up play by Larkins. He just probed the defense, saw nobody was coming to him, and took it right to the hoop. Wasn't intimidated by Bruce Bolden at all.
This is Bolden now being picked up by Ben Tower. Inside, back to the basket. Daryl Martin picked up by the mountain, Uthoff. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. This is Joyce, takes the shot, missed. Rebound by Uthoff, a half-court pass to Larkins again, who goes to the basket, but this time Tower gets the rebound, turns and shoots, and Eastside clean up, and at this stage lead 7-2.
Well, Westside does start slowly in the two games we've seen him play in the Hungry Jacks National Basketball League. They've got into arrears very quickly, and that is a problem for Coach Colin Cadee, but also they persevere and get back eventually if the other team just loses momentum.
This is Lewis. Clock counting down again. They're using plenty of time. There it is, less than 10 inside. Peter Wayne gets a beautiful pass from Daryl Martin. So Westside dragged the margin to 3. Yes, they've given North Melbourne a 22-point start and got back to even last weekend. And Canberra also out to 15 and brought it back to almost even. And we were talking to their coach, or their captain at least, in Brendan Joyce before the game, and he said that they just cannot afford to give any quality team that big a start.
That's right. It takes too much out of you trying to play catch-up basketball. Even if you do, you tend to run out. Three-pointer to Peter Wayne. He's got 5 points in the game. There's no worries here about a slow start from Westside. It's 7 points apiece.
This is Lockhart. Team settling down, picking up the tempo. Tower stripped away by Lewis. Lockhart's in his way, but he forces to the basket. A little frap-doodle, but a great shot by Benny Lewis. He was off balance falling as he came up with a right-hander.
Plus he's left-handed. I mean, it was a difficult shot anyway, but then to flip it back with your offhand, unbelievable shot.
So Westside lead, 9-7, and Eastside turn it over. Westside, a much more positive start, Bill.
Much more positive. Eastside a little bit out of sync at the moment. Of course, Kent Locker coming into the lineup. They haven't really trained that much together, even in spite of all their good preseason work.
Shot is missed, rebounded by Martin. So Clock starts again. All the way, Brendan Joyce. Ball stripped away. Chance for Eastside. It's a 2-on-1. This is Kent Lockhart. Gets the basket. No, it's rimmed down. Good defense by Peter Wayne. Westside keep the ball in play. And here's a chance to convert two at the other end.
Joyce settling it down. The fast break was not. It goes for penetration, but the ball's knocked out of bounds by Darren Lucas. Eastside's had a couple of easy opportunities to convert baskets, whether it's nerves or I don't know what it is, but they should have been putting those in. Those are the ones that you regret when the game's over.
So 9-7, the home team, Westside leads. This is Martin, takes about a 12-foot up. Yes, he was left alone long enough. And Darryl Martin gets on the scoreboard with his first basket.
So now as the pressure switches back to Eastside to get something going for them. Their offense, except for that first play, really hasn't looked that effective. Lockhart, that's his third shot for the game. He shot 34 attempts in his first game for the Spectres. That has to be a worry when you're shooting under 40%.
Joyce penetrates out to Wayne. Wayne shot missed. Rebound by Martin. Knocked away, though, by Darren Lucas. Westside ball. Westside lead by 4. Well, their game plan, apparently in training all week, has been to come out hard and at least get level, if not a lead, so they're not in catch-up.
Yes, that's right. And it's working well for them at the moment. Martin going outside to draw Big Dean Utah away from the basket. Peter Wayne with a little flipper inside to Bolden. He's got some room, not much.
Rebound by Tower. Eastside on the break. This is Lucas. He'll go to the basket. Hanging on to him was the call. 2 shots.
Foul on Benny Lewis. Again, both these teams are very, very prepared to run if they get the opportunity. And I think we'll see a lot of fast break baskets in this. Of course, Eastside relies a lot on that long, quick outlet pass. Westside tends not to go for the long passes much, but they run up the court in waves.
Darren Lucas, NBL most improved player last year, had a huge year, averaged 23.1 points per game last year, and was a driving force in this side. Right on target from the foul line, a total of 5 points in the game out of his team's 9, but Westside still by 2. Here's Lewis weaving. Hand off from Lockhart. Westside retained possession.
Back to Darren Lucas. He's had a very poor preseason. He was very fit, ready to go, injured a knee, and really hasn't had good training preparation, although he did get 21 last week. He's probably not 100%.
Bolden takes the shot. He was open. Rebound by Lucas. Eastside. Through Larkins. Outside. Tower. Strong to the basket. That's a good move.
Nice basket, a little loopy flipper. And that's Tower's first 2 points to the game. I'm sorry, that's his 4th point in the game. Scores all even. See inside to Lewis working on Lucas. Lucas really talked Lewis out of that shot. Utah's outlet pass goes astray. That's for 3 if it goes down, and it does. 8 points to Peter Wayne. Great start for him.
Shot was all net, deep in the corner. This is Lockhart. Puts the shot up. Over traffic. So now 2 points to Kent Lockhart.
Spectre coach Brian Gorge would be happy to see that go down. Lockhart missed his previous 3 shots.
So Westside 14-13.
Bolden very much prepared now with Martin in the lineup to work outside, drawing Ben Tower away from the basket. Peter Wayne with another one. Utah with a great rebound and outlets. Lockhart off the Tower. Good 2-on-1 basketball.
Again, set up by that big outlet pass from Utah. Down inside. This is Martin. Picked up by Utah. Cutting through Bolden. Can't find him. Now he does with a good pass. And Bolden off the backboard. Gets the 2. Looks for the foul as well, but Eddie Crouch said no.
Martin and Bolden work very well together. They do look for each other. When one pops out to get the ball, their first thought is where the other player is. Low fouling game so far. Tower tries a 3-pointer. Nothing there. A travel by Daryl Martin probably saved him from a charge as he barreled over Kent Lockhart.
Good call, Al.
Referee Eddie Crouch congratulating Al Gosden on his good call. All right, good teamwork by the referee.
So 16-15, and we have 5 minutes 23 left in the first period here at the Glass House. Very, very close. and just what we thought it would be between these two very competitive local teams. Eastside, of course, a horror start last year, went 0-6, finished off the year pretty strongly, but didn't ever quite recover from it, as Lockhart misses the first shot, goes for the second, no basket.
You can hear Alan Galton. Let's listen to him. Brendan Joyce got there a bit late, caused the contact, but it was clearly before Kent Lockhart tried his shot, so it's just a normal foul. Ball goes to the side, and for Westside Melbourne, that's their third team foul.
Let's go.
Eastside with a chance now to get the lead in this match, setting up some offense. Utah, as always, or back to the basket. They lose it. Lockhart let it slip through. This is Joyce looking. It gets taken away by Lucas, and Lucas fouls.
It's Lucas's first foul, but it was a good play by Benny Lewis to strip the ball away from Kent Lockhart at the other end. And both these teams will really try and run after they cause a turnover in the other team.
Sorry, just there. It's all over his legs and everything, mate. Of course.
So some moisture being bobbed up from the court. There's Bruce Gorgon, the Eastside coach, and his assistant.
So we heard Eddie Crouch there. Obviously, Lucas had questioned the foul. He said, I didn't touch him on the arm, but he said, you got him all over the legs.
Okay, so Westside with a 1-point lead halfway through this first period. Not a bad crowd in attendance here. Perhaps it could have been a few more. Two local teams playing at home at a good venue. This is Lewis. Wayne. Perimeter passing at the moment. Who's inside? Nobody. Bolden, top of the key. Fakes, takes the shot, missed. Tempted tip in, missed. Utah, the big pass. Ben Tower. Was it a travel? No. I thought he might have taken an extra step when he bumped into Brendan Joyce, but he steadied and got the basket.
I think that if we see this, there was certainly a solid bump there. I didn't see it travel, but the Spectre bench was calling for a foul, but a good referee let it go. Steal again for Westside. Lewis won't chase down Larkins.
So 19-16, all of a sudden a bit of a break. 4 points in a row, in fact, from Eastside. They've now regained the lead, twice on steals and fast breaks. So I think we're going to see plenty of running between these two teams. They're both fit. Benny Lewis.
On you, Wayne.
Wayne Larkins reaching in from the side. That's his first foul. That's only the second team foul on the Spectres. They're calling it a shooting foul, which the Spectres object to. But they judged that Lewis had picked up the ball and was starting his shooting action. So he'll get 2 shots.
Benny Lewis now with his 5th point. At 4,860 points in the NBL. Huge effort from him. Spread over 200 games, 24 points a game. Asset to the game too. He makes 1 from 2, and it's Eastside by 2, 19-17. This is Larkins. Lockhart takes the shot, top of the key. Just goes in, but it's a score, and Lockhart now has 6 points.
It's an ungainly looking shot, really. He appears to be off balance when he takes it, but it goes up onto the ring nice and softly.
This is Martin down in the corner.
Utah doesn't want to go out and guard him.
Likes to stay pretty close to the ring, Big Dean.
That's where the rebounds are.
Yep.
3-pointer to Peter Wayne.
Yeah, no rebound that time. Wayne now with 11 points to be the game-high scorer.
3rd 3-pointer in that total, too. They add up quick when you shoot them.
Peter
Tower can't buy a basket. Good defense that time from Bruce Bolden. Really talked it out. Martin goes for that long pass. Travel on Benny Lewis. Turned around. Didn't expect to see Wayne Larkins there. Took a little baby step without leaving the dribble out of his hand.
So first substitution, and that is that Paul Hodgson comes on for Eastside. Going to the bench is Wayne Larkins.
Mel McLean. So we've seen 3 substitutions at that violation.
Yes, Mel McLean on replacing Lewis for Westside. Eastside by a point. We've got just under 3 minutes left. Hodgson, one of the smallest players on the court. Eastside trying to set up. 14 seconds left, shot clock. Dean will go to the basket strong.
No, you're pushing out.
Yes, basket counts and a foul. You heard Eddie Crouch. You pushed him out.
Yes, well, Dean Uthoff has to be rather awesome when he decides to go to the basket. It's not very easy to hold position against him. Daryl Martin tried. In the body leverage against each other, Uthoff got the inside position slightly. Martin hit him from the side. Here we see from the slam cam angle, Uthoff doesn't buy the basket. Westside will get it out of bounds.
So, 23-20. The Spectres lead the Saints by 3. 2.5 minutes left before quarter time. The screen's being set. Martin takes the shot and missed. Tip in by big Bruce Bolden. He's having a huge year, Bruce Bolden. He's averaging 25 points per game this year. 23 points is his all-time average. So he started very well.
And 18 rebounds a game in 2 games. That's a good total.
Another turnover by Eastside. This is Martin, McLean, Bolden, about a 12-footer, yes. And they got 4 players down too.
Yep.
24-23. Westside regained the lead. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period.
As I said, Westside doesn't often break away for that 1-man or 2-man layup, but they often get 3 guys down the court and get an advantage that way. Hodgins with the drive can't buy it. There's a foul in there on somewhere.
Rennie's back. He just got rid of
Ben Towers called with that foul. You can hear Eddie Crouch adjudicating on 6. His first foul. 13 fouls on the Spectres. There's 14 fouls on Westside, so the Spectres are in a bonus foul situation. That was a good double team and attempted trap there. Didn't come off. Inside to Martin. Little baby hooker over Uthoff. That's a tough shot to block. Comes so quick, side on.
Yes, he's becoming renowned for that shot. It's his first season, of course, in the NBL. And it's a 26-23 game. Westside, late in this first period, lead by 3. Well, Bill, this game's everything we thought it would be. Competitive, close, a lot of intensity. Charge.
And a bit of contact.
Dino.
Foul there was called for an illegal screen. They determined that Dean Uthoff was moving on that screen, which is illegal. Uthoff doesn't like it, but there it is in the scoreboard.
Go to the side.
Dean questions the call and has it.
It was up at the ring.
He has a hard
Explained to him very well by Eddie Crouch.
Uthoff at his size has a hard time setting a legal screen, illegal screen, I mean, without getting caught. That's Joyce.
On his shoulder.
Foul there's on Martin. Back on the shoulder of Ben Tower. That's only his first foul, so the big fellas aren't picking up fouls for Westside. They are somewhat foul prone, but the penalty now comes into play. 94 feet away from the basket, but it was a loose ball. So we'll see Ben Tower going to the line, shooting 1 and 1. If he makes the first one, he gets the second one.
Joyce getting right on the bench.
That's the problem.
Ben Tower, in his first season, as one of the 2 Americans in the Eastside lineup.
57 seconds remaining to play in the first quarter. Tower doesn't find it. Then a bit of inaccuracy on the Spectres' part in this game so far.
Yes, their shooting percentage would be way down.
There's that half-court trap, the double team. Wayne gets out of it. Somebody will be open for a basket, but McLean can't find him, so Westside will set up.
Lewis back on. Chance for Bolden. Lewis calling, showing the plays. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. 36 on the game clock. There's got to be a couple more plays. Inside, no. Martin to the basket. Good move on Utah.
Good defense by Ben Tower to knock the ball loose. Westside somewhat fortunate to get it back, but Daryl Martin takes full advantage of that bit of luck.
This will be now definitely the last play unless they lose possession. They'll run the clock right down. 12 seconds.
8 seconds they'll wait, I think, until they try their set pattern play.
6 seconds left.
That's a 10-second warning buzzer.
3 seconds left in the quarter. Someone takes the shot and it's out in. It'll count. It'll count by Ben Tower. Does the basket count? Yes. End of the first period. Westside leads Eastside by 3, 28-25. From a new of the program, Nike, and this new segment is called the Nike NBL Notebook. Another page from the Nike NBL Notebook, the slam dunk. Probably the most impressive, spectacular and entertaining shot in basketball. The slam dunk is when the player leaps high above the hoop and buries the ball into the basket. Perfected by such talents as the Wildcats' big number 7, James Crawford, the Alabama slammer. But at 5'7", Spud Webb shows us all that you don't have to be tall to be the world's greatest slam dunker. Another page from the Nike NBL Notebook. Certainly one of the most spectacular shots in basketball, the slam dunk. And that was the Nike NBL Notebook. Now let's go back to the game between Westside and Eastside. Highlights of the second and third quarters.
Lewis dishes off into the corner. That's Joyce. Eastside must score here. Look at Utah, unfamiliar position for him. Locker tries another one. That's it.
Got themselves in front by 3 points at quarter time. Stretched it out to 8 a minute ago. Now back to 6. There's a little hook shot again. Working on Utah. Martin. Yes.
Power and Bolden really going at it around the basket. Power really trying to get around it all the time. McLean with a three-pointer. That's down. And that's value for him. Now McLean is...
Westside by 11. Martin from the edge of the key missed. Oh, and Lockett had turned around. Westside regained possession.
Very tentative in their play, Spectres. The teamwork is really poor. Peter Wayne all alone makes another one.
I think Utah might have got fingertips to it. There's the outlet pass. This is Tower, and he makes it.
That was a lovely play. That might fire them up a little bit.
Lucas gets it back from Utah. Gee, not much there, base side. Shot missed. Rebound again by Westside. Shot is home.
Westside, compliment the Westside defense. That time Lockhart forces one up. Again, not a good shot. He's really forcing it, and that's slam by Darryl Martin. By not training, he may as well at least find the middle of the ring. That makes up for a lot of deficits in other areas.
That's right. Take the shot.
See, they're getting good value from everybody, trying to make it all happen himself. No defense there. Open shots.
Westside on the break. Martin slows things down. This is Koning. Oh, yes. All net. Westside benches up. 6 seconds left before three-quarter time. Make that 4. Someone's got to take it. Lockhart. And it's in. That should be it. As soon as this ball hits an inbound player, the siren will sound. And there it is. Three-quarter time at the Glass House. And a 19-point lead to Westside. 92 to 73. Okay, we'll take a break now. When we come back, the very exciting final stages of the match.
At the line now, Neil Beaker shooting the 1-and-1. Wasn't a shooting foul, so he gets an opportunity to score 2 if he makes the first one. He does that time. For Beaker, that's his 5th point in the game.
Yes.
So Eastside creeping back in, Graham. We were writing him off a little while ago. It's still a long way home, of course. They have to really shut down Westside's offense nearly entirely to make up this 11-point difference.
Still, it was 20 about 4 minutes ago.
21, I think.
Yeah, 19 at three-quarter time. But as well as scoring, they've got to stop Westside from scoring. Here they go on the break, Eastside. Passing 2 or 3 times, and finally Beaker misses it. Who picked it up? Lockhart. No, taken by Joyce.
Great steal by Brendan Joyce, a very important one, culminating in a fast break basket at the other end. Credit Brendan Joyce with that.
Yes, Eastside had the chance to do exactly the same and couldn't do it, and Westside went down and showed them how. Under 6 minutes left now. The margin is 13. Three-point shot. That's a long way out past the three-point line, too. Brian Gordon, the coach, likes that shot from Kent Lockhart.
10 points the difference. Not impossible anymore.
Let's see if Eastside can come back. At the moment, they're competitive.
Onto him.
Yeah. Foul on Beaker. That'll be a 1-on-1 situation.
1-on-1.
District foul. Lewis on the line. Just you can see the reach in. No question about that.
Yes, so Benny Lewis.
What he didn't get with the arm, he got with the body.
Benny Lewis at the charity stripe for Westside. Great performance from them. Been in front most of the game. It'd be a little unusual for them to be defending a lead, but they've done it well. I think the sting's gone out of their game a little bit too, but they lead by 11.
Very hard when you get a really, what you would think was an insurmountable lead, because the tendency is, of course, to slack off. But all they have to do is come down, score about every other time they come down the court. It's not a big-ass Lucas inside. It was a good dish off by Larkin, so they've got the speed twins, Larkin and Lucas, on, but still a long ways to go.
Foul on Neil Beaker. Contact one-on-one at the other end, and contact was there. Slight was almost a good steal. It looked at one stage as if Grand Cadee wasn't going to make the half line in the regulation time, but just the hand reaching in has sent him down to the foul line. The margin is 10, 102 to 92. Eastside get a spurt, but then can't string 2 or 3 together.
That's right. I'd like is Westside with the good preseason matches they've had and a lot of close games, they aren't likely to just crumble and give the game to Eastside. Like I said, their task is just to score about every other time down the court. It's really Eastside that has to make great plays.
Yes, Lucas tried, but couldn't. Westside get the rebound yet again. 5 minutes left in the match. Eastside not out of it. They're looking better the last couple of minutes than they have for quite a while in this match. Now Joyce looks to Martin, blocked nicely by Lockhart. And Westside retained possession. That time Westside got the shot off in a bit of a hurry. They've normally been quite poised when they come down. They'll wait for the open man.
That's right. Well, their clock is one of their biggest allies, of course, at this stage. They won't be shooting, I wouldn't think, until we start hearing the 10-second hooters, unless they get a wide open shot. Of course, you got to take those opportunities when they arise. But as you can see, they're quite content to work it down, looking for the high percentage shot. Kadee dishing off. He's found a path down the middle several times in this game. Outside, good perimeter passing. There's Lewis with an open shot. Lockhart with the rebound. They need him down at the other end. Need some three-pointers. Beaker off balance, surprised that the defense was there. Another good defensive play by Brendan Joyce.
It was off you. I corrected it. My call.
Very brave decision by Eddie Crouch. He realized he pointed the wrong way. Thought about it in his head a little bit.
Right color, wrong way.
The stamp of a good referee is prepared to do that when he realizes he's made a mistake.
A lot of contact under there. This is Warren Pink, the skipper, off the glass. No, rebound. Bolden misses it. Ball on the ground. Scramble, arms and legs. And getting pretty tight down under there.
It's all good, clean stuff.
Yep.
Nobody was cheap shotting each other. They were
Oh, no, they were going for the ball.
31-7.
31-7. Bolden and Lockhart.
It was interesting that Warren Pink's shot, we were sitting right behind the shot. He seemed to change his mind right at the last minute whether he was going to go for the ring or go to the backboard. And, of course, you really should know where you're shooting by the time the shot leaves, you start going up for the shot.
12-point margin to Westside. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the match. Eastside with a bit of a spurt on. Rebound, not rebound, tip off. Eastside have possession. This is Lucas in underneath. That'll be goaltending, I think, against Daryl Martin. The ball was on its downward arc from the backboard when he swatted it away. So Lucas will get the 2 points. Almost a great steal. Bit of emotion in this Eastside game now.
Well, this is the first time, perhaps, if they played at this tempo a lot earlier, we would have seen a much more interesting game.
Westside get out of the double team.
That's the value of having a very experienced point guard like Brendan Joyce. He's going to make those good decisions in the clutch. Blocked by Lockhart. They're going to call him with the foul. Looked like he followed through, perhaps collected the arm of Benny Lewis.
Not impressed with it. Kent Lockhart. So 104 to 94. Margin 10. 3 3/4 minutes left. Margin 10. Just 3 3-point shots and one to spare. But does Eastside have anybody to shoot 3 3-point shots? Probably no at this stage. Well, as soon as you say that, Bill, someone will.
Oh, yes. That's all right. We don't mind seeing a close game.
Anyway, Eastside have brought it back from 21 to 12, so they are competitive. They're finishing off strongly. This is Larkins. Shot.
Howdy finds space in there. Wayne Larkins seemingly making space materialize out of nowhere.
Now it is full court.
For space is nowhere.
Joyce will get over half, and Larkins was leaning, and it's a foul. So this is critical. Sends them to the line every time. It's the 8th team foul by Eastside in this last period.
Spectres' desperation showing now in the foul count. Their scoreboard lit up like a Christmas tree on their side, and of course that's their only option now. They have to gamble, try and shake the ball loose. You may as well lose by 20 as 2.
Well, Brendan Joyce makes the first. Veteran of 216 games.
There we see the Colin Cadee and assistant coach Wayne McDougall. Probably still a little bit nervous. Coaches never think they have these things won.
Pink the rebound. Eastside away again. Lucas looking for someone. Good pass inside. Lockhart. That's better from Eastside.
25 now to Lockhart.
Westside out of the press. Good pass. Wayne.
Pushing.
Fouled. And that will be 2 shots. Lockhart.
That's 5 fouls.
He's out.
Yes. We got 2.
So he would look likely Lockhart was going to be the man. If they had a three-point shooter, was probably going to be the man to take him, but he's sitting on the bench now.
He's the 3rd player fouled out in the game. He joins Ben Tower of Eastside and Mal McLean from Westside. So 3 players fouled out.
On the line, Peter Wayne, he'll be shooting 2 for that. And he probably has the chance now to put this match beyond Eastside's reach.
3 minutes 11 left. The margin is 10.
Peter Wayne, that's his first points in the second half after accumulating 13 in the first half.
Yes, and he's a noted 3-point shooter. Eastside would be wishing for one at the moment. Of course, their best, Arnie Duncan, is sitting on the bench.
Westside pressing up. That's the way, don't settle back. They've got to get their aggression level up, too. Need a basket. Eastside needs some quick scores here. Larkins, Lucas, he'll spin back to the middle. Off-balance shot. That's Lucas's shot. Most people, you'd say, what a horrible shot, but that's the kind of shot that Lucas puts in. Larkins drive down the baseline. Good play by little Wayne Larkins.
That was great.
15 points in the game, so the Spectres are going to go down fighting here.
Margin is 9. Fair degree of calmness, though, about Westside.
All Westside has to do is just remember, make their passes short, sharp, and try and keep good spacing between the players, because Eastside really will have to foul. You've got to be very sure of your passes. You've got to lead towards the ball when you're trying to receive a pass. There's the dish off. Martin, been very quiet.
3 seconds. Westside get the rebound, and that time Westside come up short. Eastside now with a chance. They've got to score, this time down, and a 3 if they can. Who's going to take it? No one. They can't afford to run too much clock down. They've got to get some offense going. When Brian Gorgon calls a timeout with 1:56 left in the match, and Westside by 9.
Eastside ball from the side with 1:56 to play. Eastside will have to get some shots up quick and then really work their defense. Utah back in. He's had a long rest there. Of course, the Spectres have needed to go for speed rather than strength. So his pass into Lucas. Lucas is fouled. He's got a one-on-one situation. They'll need to hit both of them.
Yes, well, that took 7 seconds of clock, so there's 1:49 left. Utah stands for 2.
Foul. Bruce Bolin got him on the wrist. Utah was really off balance that time, landed awkwardly, went back up, but Bolden couldn't quite stretch that high.
Once again, Eastside got 2 shots off then, and missed both.
5 fouls now to Bruce Bolden.
He's played a great game.
He's had a super game. Leads the game with 25 points. Tremendous rebounding, tremendous assisting, tremendous perseverance, which, as I said, is the hallmark of the Westside team. They're very dogged in whatever they do. And given that they got off to a good start, unlike other games where they prove that they can play from front. 14 points to Utah, probably matching pretty close to his rebound total.
This time makes them both. All court press up by Eastside. It's effective. No, Martin. Still can't get over half line. Now they can. Corner to Wayne. They'll clear out the basket at this stage.
Right, spread out the players that move towards the pass. Don't let the defensive players step between you and the ball when you're trying to receive.
Joyce controlling it from the point. 12 seconds left. This has been a good play from Westside.
Now, Spectres do not want to foul in this case. Let him off. But Peter Wayne, that's the signal for sure. It must be.
Yes. A minute 18 left. Eastside didn't need that. That was beautifully controlled play. Shot comes off the glass from, I think, Wayne Larkins. Someone had to take the shot. You can't blame him. The margin is still 9, but Westside controlling it at both ends.
Westside handling the press very well. The passers releasing the ball. They're circling ahead. Very tough for the defense to pick up the guy who passes the ball.
Well, they're fit enough, Westside. They've run, controlled this. That's docking. 46 seconds left in the match. 2 seconds left. Martin takes a long ball. Missed. Utah fouled from behind.
Utah was winding up that time. Kenny Lewis just stuck in from behind and fouled him. I think that'll be 5 on Lewis as well.
So Benny Lewis joins McLean and Bolden on the Westside bench with 5 fouls.
Well, Eastside played with a bit of spirit there after the first couple of minutes into the fourth quarter, but that spirit was sadly lacking for them early in the game. They really were lackadaisical.
Utah now with 16 points.
Go! 1.
He's averaged 17.5 points throughout his NBL career. Is it in? No. Picked up by Westside. 36 seconds left. Probably 1 or 2 more plays left. And a foul down below by Warren Pink on Brendan Joyce.
The captain's really hustling Warren Pink, playing the front side of the press. Tried to block off Joyce, who saw a bit of daylight between the 2 players that were double teaming. Westside now electing to take the option. In the 1-on-1 situation, you can shoot the foul shots or you can take the ball from the side. This is the safe course. They're probably safe either way, but why take the chance? Get the ball in bounds and just run out the clock.
Go up. That's it. You're right now.
Watching Utah and docking, holding each other's singlets at this stage as the clock winds down and talking to each other in a very friendly manner. This is Kadee. Back out to Martin, to Joyce, who controls most things for the Saints.
Keeper's off now.
Is it open? No. 17 seconds left on the game. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. 10 seconds. Kadee, a 3-point shot. Got to try and get over Utah. 4 seconds left. Shot comes up and missed. Utah with a big outlet pass. And it was to Lucas. So the last play has gone to the Spectres, but the game has gone to the Saints. And the final scoreline, Westside Melbourne, big end. The results of all other matches this weekend. Here's Glenn Palmer.
Time to look at all the scores from week 2 of the National Basketball League. The Sydney Kings were at the Superdrome on Friday night, and in a torrid encounter, discussed Perth's Calbruton, the Wildcats dusted the Kings by 20 points. The full-time score in that match, Perth 117 to Sydney's 97. Top scorers, Crawford with 25 and Ridlin with 33. Calbruton was most valuable player. The Brisbane Bullets suffered their 2nd loss in a row, and the richest club in the NBL certainly has a few problems. An injury to point guard Darren Perry has added to coach Brian Curl's woes. The Bullets were never in the match against the Canberra Cannons, going down by 9 points. The full-time score, Canberra 105 to Brisbane's 96. Phil Smythe was the MVP. In a close one on Friday night, the Geelong Supercats had a great win over the Newcastle Falcons. You remember the Supercats, the team that didn't win a game this year? Well, this season they have an all-new squad that could win more games than they lose. The final score, Geelong 125. Darren Rowe top scoring with 31 points to Newcastle's 121. Michael Johnson leading the way with 39. Westside Melbourne took on Eastside Melbourne in a local derby on Friday night. The Saints, always in control in this match, finished comfortable winners by 6 points. The Saints' American connection of Daryl Martin and Bruce Bolden led the way, with the final score fairly flattering for Eastside. The Saints 111 to the Spectres 105. Last night, the Sydney Kings bounced back to the winner's circle with a great win over the Adelaide 36ers. Who would have picked that one? The Kings won easily, 113 to 104, with Damien Keogh and Ian Davies top scoring with 25 points. Mark Davis, as usual, the best for the 36ers as the top scoring machine in that match. And the Bullets, who desperately needed a win after 2 losses in a row, had to fight all the way against the paupers of the league, the Illawarra Hawks. Only the experience of Leroy Loggins, the MVP, yet again, saw Brisbane home by 7 points. The final score, Brisbane 109 to Illawarra 102. The Melbourne Tigers are running hot, and they continued that form last night with a solid 6 points win over the Newcastle Falcons. Andrew Gay's top scored with 37 points. He also took out the MVP award, and for the Falcons, Jerry Everett the best with 35. North Melbourne had a giant of a win over the Hobart Tassie Devils, sorry about the pun. The Twin Boulders, Fisher and Dillon, again proving to be a potent offensive weapon, contributing a total of 63 points to the Giants' final score of 131 to Hobart's 97. OK, let's have a look at the points table after week 2 of the National Basketball League. The Canberra Cannons are on top on percentages, narrowly ahead of the Melbourne Tigers and the North Melbourne Giants. The Supercats, the Kings and the Bullets make up the top six, but of course some of those teams have played more games. The Mazda MVP Awards see Darren Rowe, Leroy Loggins and Andrew Gaze on top, and that's going to be a tight struggle all year, with any number of players a chance to take out the NBL's most prestigious award. And finally, let's have a look at the dunks nominated in our Mazda Slam of the Year contest from week 1 last weekend. The honour of first dunk of the year goes to the Alabama slammer, James Crawford.
All the way. Good defence from Aloy, and Crawford just goes straight.
Now, that's a soft one from the Wildcat star. Expect bigger things as the season progresses. In the same game, the man they call the chairman of the boards, 36er Mark Davis, lets one go at Apollo.
Well, you heard the cavalry charge there, and the cavalry really is charging.
Watch out for this man in the Mazda slams this year. The ever-improving 36er, Mark Bradkey, slams one. Marshall Tim Dillon likes to get high, particularly on a basketball court.
George Melbourne, fast break off of the turnover. Tim Dillon slamming home two. Nearly five.
And how's this for your power tip-in?
Now that's power basketball.
One of the new imports in the league this year is Westside Melbourne's Daryl Martin.
Give the referee.
The Kings upset the Bullets, and Tim Morrissey found some springs.
Back to Morrissey. Huge slam dunk. Now, that'll go into the Mazda Slam of the Year. That was a great dunk from a long...
Well, keep watching our NBL matches this year for all the classic slams of the year, where you, the viewer, have the chance to win this magnificent Mazda 626 station wagon. The player who pulls off the dunk of the year will take home $2,000. At the end of the season, NBL General Manager Bill Palmer will nominate his top dunks for you to choose in their order from 1 to 6. Well, that's all the updated results from week 2 of the NBL. I'm Glenn Palmer, and I'll be back with you next week.
We hope you've enjoyed this telecast of NBL basketball, and we look forward to your company again next week.